Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today we're playing one of my favorite decks, Ruby Storm in Pauper. There's no Ruby Medallion or Storm cards, but we have Seize the Storm, which is a giant beater once you draw your entire deck. It says create a red elemental creature token with trample, and the power and toughness are each equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard, plus the number of ones you own in exile with flashback. So this deck just went 7th and 5th over last weekend's challenges. Slater Raid ended up in 7th and Bad Tron Player in 5th. So obviously this deck is quite good. I want to play it because they both played the exact same 75. I'm going to take their main deck exactly. Well, sort of exactly. I like my snow-covered lands, of course. And the innovation that these people have trying is 4 Highway Robbery in the main deck. This was originally tried a lot from Mikathara, a Polish player, and I tried it as well. Highway Robbery you can plot for 1 in a red. This has been used a lot in the Mono Red Madness deck, and it's pretty good versus the blue decks. So you plot it, then when you're ready for your go turn, you cast it, sacrificing a land, have more cards in hand, and then you're more likely to be able to splice Desperate Ritual, making you have way more mana. Our cost reducers, instead of Ruby Medallion, are Anarchomancer and Thornscape Familiar. The 6 Reckless Impulses that I usually play, like I said, are 4 Highway Robbery and 2 of the new card Crossover Collaboration. Because there are 2 crossover collaborations, these players have chosen to go to 3 big scores. So there's like 5 ways to make treasures. You have 4 Electric Revelation. This is one of the best card draw spells in the deck because it looks at 4 cards for just a single card in your deck. And then your win condition to Seize the Storm. You have First Day Class to give everything haste and pump it all up. Plus give you the Lesson sideboard. They are playing, instead of Idle Quencha, these players were playing a Abandon Attachments, which I think Idle Quencha has more use cases, so I like that. And then instead of playing a 3rd Weather Storm, I like to play 8 Pyroblast because you got to stick it to the blue decks. They're coming at you with the Hydroblast. You have to be ready. So that is the deck. I'm excited to try it out. If you haven't seen this before, welcome. If you have seen this before and you want to pick it up, remember there are sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz, and I will see you in the matches. This video is brought to you by Card Market, Europe's largest TCG marketplace. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. All right, round 1. We're on the play. That's good. I can plot the Highway Robbery right away. Don't have anything else going on. We have a lot of mana. I'm going to keep this. It's tentative. So we can go Needle, play Crevice, tap, and plot. And then turn 3, we have 4 mana. Nothing else to do yet. But we do have the green source in case we find a cost reducer. Our opponent's playing a red deck. Probably Mono Red Madness. They led on a basic mountain. We find a cost reducer. I'll plot the Robbery, play the Geothermal Crevice. So if they tap out on turn 2 for a Kessig, do I go for it? Probably not. They're getting in for 1. Plays the Kessig Flame Breather. We find a Gruul Turf. I think I'm just going to cast Highway Robbery and discard the Gruul Turf. And then looks like we have another Highway Robbery available. So assuming I go off here, I have 5 mana. And I discard. I feel like this is the moment to try to go for it, but I don't think I can win if I try. So I'm just going to play the mountain and then plot again and send it over. Our opponent will get in for 2. I'll go to 16. They play a Eldarren Epicure out. And they choose to discard a Sneaky Snacker and then discard again, bringing back the Sneaky Snacker. So I think this is clearly my go turn. All right, so we will tap the mountain, cast without paying its mana cost, sacrificing the mountain. Okay. Play out Thornscape Familiar. And then initially, Manamorphose. They could have a Fire Blast. I would not expect them to Fire Blast my creature, but they might have that available. So if I thought they were going to Fire Blast, the better option would have been to cast the Seething Song first, because I could draw a card with the Manamorphose and then draw cards with the big score and potentially not get wrecked by this dying and me needing it by drawing to like a First Day of Class. As it is, this is only going to draw me 2 cards. Red, okay, and green. Find a Glimpse. I'll cast Glimpse the Impossible for 2 mana. Play the Mountain, cast Seething Song. I'll cast Crossover, tapping my Thornscape. I have 4 mana available. Forgot what time it was. Combo time. Let's Manamorphose. Go red, red. I can find a first day of class. I'll be in a good spot. So I can big score. I think I cross over. There's an Anarchomancer. So we go Anarchomancer, Seething Song, big score. Pitch the crevice. Okay, Highway Robbery is good. Cast. We're going to sacrifice our land. This is one of the best parts about Highway Robbery is that it makes it a lot more likely that you can actually go off during your combo turn. So we'll play Seething Song. Seething Song again. Electric Revelation. Here I'm going to pitch the Anarchomancer because I don't actually need that many reducers, and having this one only cost 1 is a big game. Let's Manamorphose. I'm trying to keep as many treasures on the table as possible. And I'll cast the Thornscape Familiar, so I can flashback the Revelation for single mana pitching the Sandstone Needle. We found the first day of class, so it's easy peasy from here. We'll flashback, or we'll use the Desperate Ritual into a first day of class into Waterbending. Draw 3, 1. These creatures I can just freely tap. Cast a Highway Robbery. We will discard a random land. 3 mana available. Big score goes up on mana. Let's glimpse for a bunch of cards. Seething Song. Now this first day of class could have gotten me an Abandon Attachments, but it still can pitch the Mountain. So at least I'll just do that. Discard the Mountain. When we find a big score, I will pitch the Thornscape. I can also just pitch the Desperate. I don't think it matters. I'll pitch the Thornscape. Revelation away the land. Revelation away another land. And then we'll Manamorphose. Now it's just playing with my food. We can do whatever we want. Splice the Desperate. Draw 3. And then first day of class. We'll get a random thing to discard. Pitch it to the Revelation. Draw 3. Glimpse. 2 cards left in my deck. I don't want to deck out. Let's just go Desperate Ritual. Play 3 cost reducers. And then each time I cast my Seize the Storm, it'll cost 1 mana. So Anarchomancer, Thornscape, and then float 4 mana. Boom. Seize the Storm. Seize the Storm. Worth noting that the Seize the Storm sees the Electric Revelation that's in exile. It's turn 4. I'm glad I waited 1 turn. We'll attack for a bajillion. Bonk. That's the greatest. I really can't get enough. Okay, our opponent thinks that they do not have trample, but they do have trample. They end up at -146. I drew all but 2 cards in my deck. I could have drawn the rest of my deck, but I guess I just didn't feel like it. So here we're bringing into Weather the Storms. I'm cutting the Gruul Turf. That's our land that's for grindy matchups. And we have to make 1 more cut. We can either cut on like a first day of class. This would mean we have less protection for our creature. I think it's better to just cut a single Seize the Storm. Seize the Storm is the best card in the matchup other than Weather the Storm. So this is more like having 3 win conditions instead of 2. Eventually we play a 6/6 and beat down. All right. I'll keep this hand. It's a little bit weird. So the best draw from here would maybe a big score to pitch the Electric Revelation. If our opponent plays something like a land destruction spell on my land, I'll be unhappy. They lead on the Voldaren Epicure. I'll play the Sandstone Needle in case I draw a Highway Robbery and I can plot it. They play a Mountain and an Epicure, and they get in with the Epicure. They plot a Highway Robbery of their own. So I'm going to go Crevice and then pass. Next turn, I'll play the Crossover and try to win on turn 4. Our opponent discards a Snacker. Maybe they cast a Faithless Looting now? They just don't have anything going on, huh? They get in for 1. Now they cast the Highway Robbery that they plotted before, which will return the Sneaky Snacker. Double Snacks return. So I don't have a lot of time. They're leaving open a Bolt. Okay. So I find a Highway Robbery. If I plot the Robbery, then next turn I can sacrifice my land, or I can just cast the Collaboration right now. I mean, I can sacrifice the land either way. Let's try the Collaboration. We'll play out the Sandstone Needle. We did not find a cost reducer. Opponent gets in for 5. I'm at 12. They play a land. Relic of Progenitus. They don't do anything. So I have the Quench in my sideboard, which means I could maybe get them by going Seething Song, first day of class, quench your spell. Play this Geothermal Crevice. Then I'm going to plot this Highway Robbery and pass. I'm hoping I'm not dead. Not finding a cost reducer was a big problem. They get rid of my Crossover from the graveyard. They're going to be putting me to 7 here. Grab the prize, discarding Snacker, I go to 5. They return another snacker. They're just passing. Okay, so we have the Thornscape. I'm going to sacrifice my land, sacrificing all my lands, right? Then I'll play Highway Robbery and sacrifice another land. Okay, play Mountain. I'll play out a Thornscape Familiar. Then I'll play Electric Revelation and pitch this Woodlot. My assumption is that they're going to respond. They go Lightning Bolt. I'll play Manamorphose. Green, red, Manamorphose. Green, green. Play Seething Song. Cast first day of class. Getting Metal Bending. Attempt to Metal Bending my creature. So if they have another bolt, they have to lose the relic. They don't have another bolt, so the creature is going to survive. I draw 2. I'll cast a Highway Robbery. Sacrifice my land. We find the Weather the Storm. We'll play an Anarchomancer. Revelation, pitch the Crevice. I need mana. We find a big score. I'll play Thornscape Familiar. Big score, pitch the Crevice. We have another Weather Storm. Play Revelation, discarding Mountain. Where's my mana? Okay. Desperate Ritual. Revelation, discarding this other Weather. Okay. Cast Glimpse the Impossible. There we go. There we go. Desperate Ritual. Little big score, pitching the Needle. Cast another Glimpse. There. Nice. Seething Song. Well, Manamorphose. So now I am protected. I'll go green, green. I have another first day of class. So I'll play. Can't play the Mountain. We can play Thornscape. Let's just Manamorphose again. And we'll go red, green. Or maybe just red, red. Red, red. Play an Anarchomancer. Play Thornscape. I probably should have first day of class first. But I was trying to keep that as a... I guess I'll first day of class again. And then I'll grab Firebending. Cast the Seize the Storm. So here they should crack their relic with the Seize the Storm on the table. So that the first day of class trigger is going off. They would crack it, get rid of the... Okay, so they've cracked it at the wrong moment, which is totally fine for me. So here I'll show you. The Seize the Storm is on the table. It was the wrong moment. When the trigger was on the stack, that's when you crack it, because then I wouldn't have this. We'll Glimpse the Impossible, making my thing a 6/6. Desperate Ritual, Glimpse the Impossible. Seething Song. Thornscape. Seize the Storm. Kill your creature. Cast a Weather the Storm. Win by 1 billion. Love it. Alright, so my opponent made a few mistakes. That's okay. Hiya. We take round 1 on to round 2. Round 2, we have, once again, a lot of mana, pretty much no card draw, but we're set up if we draw off the top of the deck for a turn 3 or a turn 4. It's probably worth keeping. We're on the draw. Our opponent leads on a forest. That's pretty scary. Roost Seek. So they're playing either Elves or some sort of like Spy combo deck. And if they're playing Spy, we really need to draw some card draw off the top. Plays Priest of Titania, so it's Elves. Play Mountain. I'll pass the turn. I was banking on my top decks, and you can't always bank on your top decks. They have 4 mana. They're just going to play a Nyxborn as a 3/4. Okay. I'll play a Mountain. They said GG. Am I dead? They get in for 4. All right. So now I drew a Glimpse the Impossible. I'm going to play my Anarchomancer. They just assumed that they're dead. That's fair. Splice Desperate Ritual. We have 6 mana. Glimpse the Impossible. Okay, Manamorphose. We can make green, green. Play Familiar. Glimpse. I'll play Highway Robbery. Sacrifice my land. There's another Desperate Ritual, but I can't really do anything with it. Oh well. So we Desperate Ritual. Then we sacrifice our other land. Wish I had floated differently. Okay. Let's cross over. Tapping the Thornscape. Play another... Well, I guess we go first day of class. Grabbing Waterbending for hopefully casting it. Play Thornscape Familiar. Cast Big Score for the red. Pitch the land. We have another crossover. So that's mana neutral, which is pretty good. Seething Song. There we go. Combo time. Glimpse. Seething Song. We'll cast a Highway Robbery, which this could be a little bit bigger. Okay. Sacrifice a land. I guess it comes down to, how do I want to win the game? I should probably just try to win now. Let's Manamorphose. We'll go green, green. First day of class. Grab Firebending. Pitch the Firebending. Seething Song. Pitch a land. Big score away a land. There we go. We can splice again. Manamorphose. We can make green, red. And then I suppose I can just cast the Waterbending. And we'll just discard this Revelation. We'll go Thornscape. 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 Glimpse. Morphose. Red, red. Pitch a land. Pitch another land. We have 5 reducers. Now we have 6 reducers. There we go. 6 reducers. Desperate Ritual. Robbery. I guess we can just Revelation, discarding a land. Pitch another land. Pitch another land. I'm at 2 cards in hand. 2 cards in library. I don't want to deck myself. We'll just play out our Seize the Storms. Seize, seize, seize. Another Seize the Storm. Hiya! We attack for a bajillion. That's funny. Opponent did not have faith in themselves. I feel like they gave us the luck. So we could, there's nothing really to sideboard in. So I'm just going to leave this, like if I had an abandoned attachments in the sideboard, I might bring that in over this Gruul turf, because the Gruul turf is pretty slow. We could consider bringing the Waterbending in so we don't have to fetch it, but maybe just having acceptable early mana is a better option. Well, no lands, I'll mulligan. Do it again. Oh man, we're at 5. I guess I'm keeping hoping to draw a land, right? So I'll get rid of first day of class and big score. Because if I draw a land, I can robbery away the Revelation. Opponent leads on a land or Elves. We find a Goblin and Anarchomancer. They cast a Winding Way. They find Longbow, Elvish Mystic, Generous Ant, Mystic, Forest. The Longbow is scary. I'll plot this Robbery. Oh no, the Longbow went to the graveyard because they had cast a Winding Way. That's good, I guess. Oh, Longbow, land. They cycle the Ent. Get a land. It's turn 3. They play the land. They play a Priest. Quirion Ranger. So they have 8 mana, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They have a lot of mana. Think I can win next turn? So I think I just have to play the Woodlot and pass the turn. Can't always turn 3 your opponent. Let's see if I'm dead. They're going to make as big of a Nyxborn as they possibly can. So it's plus 15 to the Quirion Ranger and they'll attack for 16. We don't want to slam the Anarchomancer post-board versus Elves because they do play removal spells. They're all sorcery speed. Okay, they attack in for 16. I'll go to 4 life. I will tap my mana, cast the Robbery without paying, sacrificing my mountain. We find another Seething Song. So we'll play Goblin and Anarchomancer, cast Seething Song. We'll cross over, tapping the Anarchomancer. So we get the green back, finding a Glimpse the Impossible and a Highway Robbery. Cast Highway Robbery, sacrifice a land. Alright, there's an Anarchomancer. Red, green, Anarchomancer. Combo time. Seething Song. Whee! This deck is so awesome. Glimpse the Impossible. Draw 3. How about another draw 3? We have Thornscapes. I will Revelation away this land. And then we can splice this Desperate. I can first day of class into Waterbending. Or just first day of class pitch. I think I should first day of class into Waterbending. First day of class. Grab Waterbending lesson. Seething Song. We'll cast the Waterbending. And then I'll tap the Anarchomancer and pay 1 mana. Manamorphose. We'll make green red. Play the Thornscape Familiar. Revelation pitch land in hand. Robbery can sacrifice my land in play. So that means I have 6 cards in hands now. Cards in hand. Well, teamwork. Draw. I'm running out of card draw. But I found... Uh-oh. Cancel. I did find my Seize the Storm. And then I can play Thornscape Familiar. Desperate Ritual. Seize the Storm for 1 mana. Seize the Storm for however much else mana. They can only untap 1 creature, and I have 20/20s. Then we'll play out Sandstone Needle. GG's. On to round 3. Round number 3. We're up against Eworm. They play basically everything. We don't know what's up. Our hand is fine. We can pitch the Seize the Storm to the Electric Revelation. They mulligan to 4, so they're on some sort of combo deck. Maybe they're playing Tron. Yeah, there's an Urza's Mine. I'll play a Needle. The question is if it's Monster Tron or if it's some sort of like Control Tron. Play the Woodlot. That's a pretty solid draw. Wow. Okay, so they mulligan to Tron. Fair enough. What's next? Pinnacle kill ship. Okay. We're gonna have a fast clock. Nothing dies. My turn. I find a woodlot. I guess I'm passing. Let's see what they do. They need a creature if they want to turn the kill ship into an attacker. They're going to play the Giant's Boulder. So Boulder can exile or destroy one of my lands, which is not great. They probably would try to take out the Sandstone Needle, so it depends if they have another land drop. Like they do. They're not doing anything. We'll just take a draw then. Play a mountain. They're just hanging. Let's see if they kill a land. They don't kill the land. So this turn, they play a Bonder's Ornament. I suppose they're probably going to draw off the Bonder's Ornament here. Choose not to. Are you going to kill a land? Plays another Pinnacle kill ship. So no creatures are dead for me. This turn, I actually can draw 4 cards because of the Electric Revelation. I can pitch a land, draw 2, and then pitch another land and draw another 2. That's huge. Now I draw first day of class. Let's do it. Combo time. I mean, I'm just going to sacrifice my lands. Might as well. Sacrifice my lands. Anarchomancer. Morphose. Make red. We have 3 red now. Morphose again. We'll make another red. I probably should have made blue. That was a mistake. Yeah, we have... Let's just first day of class. Discard this woodlot. Alright, I'm not dead yet. I will Revelation. Discard this mountain. I have 4 mana. And now I have another Anarchomancer. So we'll play... I've used the first day of class. We'll play Goblin Anarchomancer. It's got haste. Seething Song. I will splice a Desperate Ritual. And then pitch a Desperate Ritual. Drawing Manamorphose. We'll go green, blue. Blue is in case I draw... Okay, we did not. But I could have drawn another first day of class and gone for the... what's his face? I can think this through while I'm comboing. I swear I can. Doesn't seem like I can. Waterbending. Waterbending was the card I was thinking of. We have a lot of 13-13s. We win the game. Amazing. Okay. I just can't. It's so fun. Okay. It wasn't fun for the opponent. They mulliganed to 3. They had a lot of good cards. Not enough. Should have killed my land with your boulder, I guess. All right. So this hand is a lot worse. We only have 1 land. Our opponent mulliganed to 6. I think it's wise to mulligan. Okay, this is pretty solid. Let's keep. I think getting rid of big score is reasonable. Although big score is a way to get green mana. So now I take that back a little bit. They lean on a Pauper plant. Cycles Generous End. All right, some frog in my throat. Sandstone Needle from me. They go Urza's Mine. Do a Relic of Progenitus. We have a Desperate Ritual. I'll play Mountain, pass the turn. So my plan now is on my 3rd turn, I'm going to cast the Crossover and try to hit a green source. They have a Forest. Looks like they're going to crop for Tron. Crop for Tron. They've got 7 mana. Plays a Bonder's Ornament. I guess maybe they tap it for a card. They draw a card. Okay. My turn. If we draw a green source, we don't. That's tough. The crossover, if I miss on a green source, we're pretty toast. I'm just going to try it. Okay. Now I'm set up. As long as my lands don't get killed, I'm good to go. Don't kill my lands. Don't kill my lands. Don't do it. No. One has 2 Giant's Boulders. That's not good. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? They did not go after my lands. Okay, they must not understand. They don't understand. So what do you have that you felt like that was correct? I don't know. Well, that's fine. I'll play Goblin Anarchomancer. Then I will cast Highway Robbery. Feels like they must have like Breath Weapon or something. And I'll sacrifice a land. We'll attempt a Desperate Ritual. I'm holding on to this first day of class for a protection spell. Get rid of a Sandstone Needle, that's fine. They could have Weather the Storm, I guess. Let's try the Glimpse the Impossible. Ooh, I should have cast my Seething Song first. That was a mistake. Great. Alright, Seething Song. Try another Glimpse. What do they have? Alright, I'm playing my Anarchomancer. I don't understand what's going on over there, so I'm going to Seething Song. It's got to be a Breath Weapon. It's not. Could be a Moment's Piece. I'll Highway Robbery. Sacrifice a land. Revelation. Pitch the Woodlot. Cast a Seething Song. I'll Manamorphose. We'll go blue-green. First day of class. Cast Waterbending. It seems like they've F6. 1, 2, 3. We'll tap our 2 creatures. No, they do not have 6. Tap, tap. Oh, no. Okay, so I can play Thornscape Familiar. And then Teamwork, the Thornscape Familiar. I think I'm going to have to... Let's big score, pitch the needle. I feel like I need the first day of class to kill the creature, but I also need to be able to hold open a counterspell if they do have the Moment's Peace. So let's Revelation, pitching the Crevice. Need more mana. Manamorphose. I'm in. I'm locked in. Combo time. Guess I have to cast this Desperate Ritual. Robbery, sacrifice the land. Manamorphose. Go red. Limps again. Revelation, pitching land. I've run out of mana so badly here. Revelation, pitching another land. Dang. Desperate Ritual. Pitch a land. So what am I hoping to draw? Revelation, pitch a land. Desperate Ritual. Manamorphose. Go red-green. Finally find a Seething Song. Let's first day of class. And attempt to destroy your relic, I suppose. They crack the relic, which makes sense. Into Revelation and pitch this Anarchomancer. And discard the Thornscape Familiar. Highway Robbery. Discard the Mountain. Dang. Alright. Well, if they have Moment's Peace, I'm pretty screwed. What are you going to do? I'll just go first day of class. Get a random card. Thornscape Familiar. Seize the Storm. And Seize the Storm. Okay, they didn't have anything. And they die. Okay, I tried to play so carefully. So I think it is important to try to play around things if you can, because then you don't lose to them. But we didn't have to. We could have played sloppy and just won the game much easier. Anyway, we're on to round 4. Round number 4 versus NNTSco94. Very, very strong player who is, I believe, Italian, but not sure. So this is a 1-lander, which is pretty sketchy. We're on the draw. We have 18 lands in the deck. They're playing some sort of land destruction deck. So we go Woodlot turn 1. Turn 2, we Morphose out an Anarchomancer. And then turn 3, maybe we try to win the game. Let's play Manamorphose. Go red-green. Play the Anarchomancer. Let's see if they blow up my land. People are playing land destruction because of Giant's Boulder making Tron good. They blow up my land. Joke's on you. I'm about to blow up my land. Let's Manamorphose. Combo time. I'm not here to mess around. Anarchomancer. Seething Song. Glimpse. We are looking for lands. We find Desperate Ritual, which we can splice, and that's nice. And then we can big score pitching the Seize the Storm. We don't need extra bodies. Opponent concedes. Why would you keep turn 3 land destruction? It's not good enough. What are they mulligan a bunch? They kept 6. Now the problem here is we don't have any real way around what they're doing, which is bad. I've lost to land destruction with my deck a few times. Storm is a lot better versus land destruction when you're playing 1-drop things like Rite of Flame. It's also better when you're playing something like a Lotus Petal. All right, so our hand first game was wicked sketchy, right? But what we're looking for is multiple lands and cost reducers. The most important thing being that we have lands. We've got lands, we've got a cost reducer. I can play the Anarchomancer on turn 2. Let's keep. I can go like Anarchomancer Desperate Crossover. They probably will be playing things like Breath Weapon or maybe the Relic of Regenitus. They mulligan to 5. Oh, I'm not wishing that they continue mulliganing, but they are playing Ponza. So, it's fine if you want to mulligan. They play Arbor Elf turn 1. I'll play out my Woodlot. It's a strong start. Let's see if it will work out for me. They're going to blow up my Woodlot. Bonk. But it wasn't a Snowland. I'm going to follow it up with a Snowland. If they have land destruction again, I will be sad. They make 4 mana and blow up my land. Boo! Boo earns. If we were on the play, we would have won. Mountain. Pass. They'll get in for 1 after playing a land. Come on, land! Alright, I will pass. We'll discard the Electric Revelation. They play a forest. Get in for 1. Wonder if they have more land destruction. They would go after my mountain, though. Okay, so now I have options. I think I'm going to pass. They play another mountain. 6 mana. 7 mana. Altasaur. Finds a boarding party. Pretty sweet, for them. Not for me. Boarding party finds a Utopia Sprawl. That's screenshot worthy. Cascade into Cascade. So I'm going to go Desperate Ritual, Seething Song, pitch. Seething Song, big score. Discard the Revelation. This gives me some mana. I should have done that last turn because I have lands now. Like Goblin Anarchomancer. Cast Manamorphose. We'll go Thornscape Familiar. Crossover. Draw a card. Manamorphose. Red. Teamwork. Draw a card. Teamwork's making the dream work, I hope. Manamorphose. Can we get there? Red. We have multiple first day of class. I'm going to Revelation and discard the Crevice. I have 3 mana left. Let's cast Glimpse. Find land. Play Mountain. Play Glimpse. Gonna have the Highway Robbery. Discard my land. Did not get there. Is a Thornscape. End of turn. A turn and a turn. A turn. So I think I just cast first day of class. And I grab the Firebending lesson. And then send it over. So our opponent's going to attack in. I'll triple block the boarding party. All my spawns are dead. And now I'm going to... Oops. My plan was to Firebending to kill the Annoyed Allosaur. I can first day of class to put something in my hand. First day of class, get the Quench. Big score, the Quench. Find a Seething Song. Nice. Seething Song. We'll go Goblin Anarchomancer. Pitch the Needle. Finding a Robbery. Pitch the other Needle. Okay, Seething Song. Now I can Highway Robbery. Ha! I'll kill my own land. Nice. Okay. Desperate Ritual. I think we're doing it. We're doing it. Cast Highway Robbery. Sacrifice a land. Desperate Ritual again. Very nice. I guess I don't need 2 Firebending. I'm not sure if I need the Firebending or not. What's rid of the first day of class again? I'll take the Metal Bending. We'll pitch it. Draw cards. Discard lands. Draw cards. Draw some more cards. Come on. Glimpse the Impossible. There's my Seize the Storm. Discard a land. Manamorphose. I'm actually trying to keep... Okay, opponent concedes. Yes. Nice land destruction. On to round 5. Round number 5. Mads 125. H. We're mulliganing this hand. This is not good, unfortunately. Mulligan. Sometimes it be that way. Okay. We'll keep. We'll get rid of Ritual. And then Morphose. I think I'd rather have the crossover than the second Morphose. Lay out the Woodlot. In case I can just slap down this Thornscape Familiar, depending on what my opponent's doing. Swamp, so probably not. Sandstone Needle, go. They cycle a Troll, this revealing a Swamp. Some sort of Gardens deck. Not the greatest. Oh my god. It's mono black control. Okay. I'm gonna try to do something here. I'll play Thornscape Familiar. Manamorphose into red-green. Red-green. They don't seem to have a Seething Song. I mean, they don't seem to have a Snuff Out. Let's cast Seething Song. We'll cross over with Teamwork. Tap the Thornscape. Looking for another cost reducer here. Maybe they do have Snuff Out. I'm gonna try this Glimpse the Impossible. But we'll have to find mana. Glimpse. We did find mana. Play the Mountain. So we're gonna go Seething Song. Well, I don't have to cast... I do have to cast that this way. Seething Song. Cast the crossover. Well, these are the next turn. This is this turn. Going to try Highway Robbery. Sacrificing my Mountain. Didn't really get there. I'll Electric Revelation. Discard this other Mountain. I think I'm going to go first day of class. And I will grab my Metal Bending. And send it over. So we are going to get a couple of spawns, I believe. Just one spawn. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done any of the things that I did. Laying all that out and going full bore. It's just, I didn't have enough going on and did not work. We're going after my Thornscape. I will target you, I guess. Now I can target the Thornscape with the Origin and Metal Bending. It probably just dies. It doesn't die. Okay, it's still alive. They have a Chittering Rats. Okay. I think I just lose. Anarchomancer, let's pitch. Raw. Morphose could get me out of this. I'm just going to go to the next game. Shame, scoop. That's so unfortunate. The hubris. Let's resubmit. Can't believe I lost that. Dang. All right. This hand is pretty acceptable, I think. We can go Needle into Turf, into Needle again, and we're on the play. Having 3 land drops lined up in 2 lands is great. They might start duressing me. Let's see if they get rid of the Electric Revelation or a Seething Song. Gets rid of Seething Song. I'll play the Gruul Turf, pick up the Sandstone Needle. That way they don't get any new information. They play out their Kumbaj Witches. Okay. I'm going to play my Crevice out. I think my goal is to just get a lot of lands and mana on the table and then try to like blast off afterwards, forcing through what they're doing. They cycle a Troll and they play their Swamp. Plays Ichor Wellspring. So they're playing Refurbished Familiar probably, leaving up the Kumbaj so that they don't have to, fight through my Thornscape. Found a big score, so I think I pass. On an upcoming turn, I can big score a Desperate Ritual or big score an Electric Revelation, then cast the Revelation from the graveyard. They have 4 mana. Plays Chittering Rats. Sure. With Desperate Ritual on top. I will big score pitching the Electric Revelation. Then we play Sandstone Needle. Opponent cycles a Troll of Khazad-dûm, getting a Swamp. A Fanatical Offering the Wellspring that draws up to 7 cards in hand. Plays a Duress. Let's see if they take the Seething Song again, or they take their Electric Revelation. They took the Electric Revelation. I hope that they don't have Bojuka Bog right now then. They have the Bojuka Bog. So that's pretty bad for me, obviously. We can make 6 mana, and then go to 7 mana, or 6 mana, and then play Seething Song, and then Electric Revelation plus Electric Revelation. I think that's the plan. I'll splice the Desperate Ritual, and then cast the Seething Song. So I'm at 8 mana. We'll use 4 of it to pitch this Desperate Ritual, and then 4 of it to pitch a Highway Robbery. I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose this match. I feel it. I'm trying. Okay, we have the First Day of Class to protect the Thornscape now. They've really put a damper on what I'm doing by duressing and bogging me a bunch. I've used a lot of rituals already. I have a Manamorphose. Just going to cast this Glimpse the Impossible, and I'll let these cards go to the graveyard, or I could... I think I will cast this Crossover Collaboration, because that allows me to have potentially a land drop and some cards for the next turn. The Glimpse and Desperate will turn into spawns. They can just kill the spawns. Oh, come on. Come on. Dang. That's bad. Alright. Kills a spawn. Oh god. They have a Refurbished Familiar. Guess I'll get rid of the First Day Class. Wow. More refurbs. I discarded the Thornscape Familiar. I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm pretty ranched. Gonna bash me. They kill my spawn, so I kill your refurb. That seems fair, I guess. We'll cast the Highway Robbery. Discard a land. Discard the Manamorphose. Oh my god. I'll cast Highway Robbery. Discard Thornscape. Play land. I feel really dead. They map onto their Refurbished Familiar. Finding a cast down. Alright, well, you gotta give it to the mono black player. They stuck it out. They're still doing it in today's world and making me in a world of hurt. Like, I did not draw well. I mulliganed to 5, I think. And they outplayed me. I think I could have had more opportunities to make it happen, but I certainly did not make it happen. They have a cast down, huh? It's going to cast the Highway Robbery. I'm at 11. So I need to make something happen. Discard the Seize the Storm. Play Mountain. They pinged me down to 10. They play a land. I'll take 5 damage. I'm nearly dead. Play Thornscape Familiar. I'll pass priority. They're not doing anything. Bummer. Alright, I'll cast Manamorphose. Then they can cast down my creature. Defile. Alright, GG. Okay, I really wanted that last match for a 5-0, but they beat me fair and square. So 4-1. Feels like I'm getting a lot of 4-1s nowadays. This deck is very strong. Hopefully you enjoyed. Feel free to pick up some Ruby Storm or check out the sideboard guide on patreon.com/Kalikaiz. I guess you have to dodge mono black control. We'll see everybody in the next video.